Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. If you haven't noticed, Arcade 1UP has been on fire lately. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about our top 5 Arcade 1UP hopefuls. What are we drinking today?
We're drinking One Man Mosh Pit. It's a hazy IPA from Surly Brewing Co, located in Minnesota.
All right, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, have yourself a mosh pit if you care to, and stay tuned to this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Gaming Off the Grid, boom shakalaka!
Dude, the Turtles in Time cabinet, the Marvel cabinet, the cocktail cabinet,
the Star Wars cabinets, boom!
Arcade 1UP is on fire. We recently went down the rabbit hole of purchasing an Arcade 1UP cabinet. We got the Final Fight cabinet. We freaking love this thing.
Oh,
it has become
incredible.
The centerpiece of our game room. We rearranged stuff in here just to accommodate the space for it. But you know what? We don't have enough space because these other ones coming out, it's out of control.
And it got us thinking, what other cabinets would we love to have in the game room? So today we're going to come at you with our top 5 Arcade 1UP hopefuls.
All right. So number 5 would be a Gradius cabinet.
Yes.
A Nemesis cabinet, something with the Konami arcade shooters.
It'd be so freaking sweet. It'd be a 2-player cabinet. It would include Gradius, Life Force, maybe Gradius 2, Nemesis. I just think a Gradius cabinet would be so badass. I can picture like what the cabinet would look like.
Absolutely.
And, oh man, it'd be beautiful.
We were going back and forth, this or R-Type, and we just lean towards Gradius.
It's our number one shmup of all time.
Yeah,
so.
we love that game so much, and a Gradius cabinet. Come on, Arcade 1UP, make us smile, give us a Gradius cabinet. It would be tons of fun.
Now let's move on to number 4, and this goes deep in our hearts with wrestling.
Yes, WWF WrestleFest, an iconic arcade staple. There's a ton of red tape that would go on here. The licensing, how's that going to work out? WWF is now WWE, which sucks. And if they release this cabinet that has a WWE logo, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to put a WWF logo over the top of that WWE logo.
What if it was a WWF logo, but the F was blurred?
That would really piss me off. But the characters, would they be able to do the same characters, or would they put new ones on there? Because I think they kind of remade the game at one point. I don't know. I don't care about all that. All I'm talking about is games that we hope to see.
Yes.
And a WrestleFest cabinet in here, holy shit.
I would love if they included superstars like in the same cabinet. That'd be really sweet.
For sure.
And I think this would be a 4-person arcade.
Yep, that'd be great.
Oh man, it'd be so freaking sweet to be able to jam on some WrestleFest or superstars in the game room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you wear your WrestleFest coat when we played?
Yes, I wish I had my WrestleFest coat right now, but it's like really hot out, so I'm not wearing it right now. But
nonetheless,
I love it.
WWF WrestleFest. Come on, Arcade 1UP. Let's make us happy. Number 3 would be an extension. We were kind of hoping. So this Turtles in Time cabinet is amazing.
Oh, it's so cool how they got the rights. They went through the red tape. If they can do that, let's go back to our buddies over at Konami and bring us a 4-person X-Men/Simpsons cabinet.
Yes, and the art style, what do you put on there? I don't know. Don't really care. Either one of those cabinets would be incredible. The X-Men cabinet is an iconic beat-em-up, which actually had a 6-player arcade at one point.
Wow.
I don't know that Arcade 1UP could accommodate that with their current size structure, but nonetheless, we need an X-Men cabinet.
And the Simpsons game is so much fun. We have that game at the local arcade down the street, and I play that game on the regular. It is such a fun beat-em-up.
Fingers crossed. Here's to hoping. Boys can dream, right?
Yes, boys can dream. And now number 2, we've mentioned so many freaking times, but we want this so bad.
Oh man.
But this is only number 2 in our list. We're praying, we're hoping for an NBA Jam/Midway Sports cabinet.
He's on fire! Yes.
Boom shakalaka! NBA Jam Tournament Edition, NFL Blitz, just the freaking 4-player arcade experience. If they ever announce or release that, I might have a heart attack.
I'll poop my pants easily. I'll do it on camera. If that's what it takes.
They said it right now.
I'll do it if that's what it takes. But the thing is, you could add NFL Blitz, NBA Hang Time, NBA Showtime. Those would all be great additions.
Yes.
This has to happen. We have to have NBA Jam. Again, licensing player models, I don't know how they're going to do it. Are they going to update the rosters, go with the traditional? I don't know, but the fact that they figured out so many of these other things, they figured out Star Wars, they figured out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they got to be able to figure out some NBA Jam.
Yeah, come on. Now, before we talk about number 1, I like to tease you.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the beer.
He loves a movie called Cliffhanger, starring Sylvester Stallone. So that's what this is right now.
I've actually never even heard of that movie.
Yeah, of course he hasn't. He wasn't born then. But nonetheless, we have the Surly Mosh Pit.
It's a hazy IPA, and I just think hazy IPAs are really enjoyable for beer lovers and people that don't drink beer. I think it mixes two together perfectly because it's such an enjoyable beer, but it has flavor. It has like the depth that a beer lover would enjoy, and this is a really good beer.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. That juicy component helps blend together everything simultaneously almost. This is, I'm not a huge IPA fan. I think I say that every time we do one of these, but this is incredible. This is a really freaking good beer. This is up there with one of the better juicy hazy IPAs I've had.
Yes, this is probably up there with that Reclaimed Rails hipster juice that we had, which is probably one of the best juicy hazy IPAs I've ever had.
There is no, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but there is no seeing through this beer.
No,
this is so cloudy. It looks like a glass of orange juice, and holy smokes, this is really good.
Here's my one problem with hazy IPAs. They are so delicious, but I think they mask the flavor of like the IPA with the juice element, so I feel like they kind of, it's like a shortcut. Like they don't focus on the beer, they focus on the juice part. It's a small gripe. I don't get why they do that.
For people like me, Surly usually comes across for me as too aggressive of a brewery.
They make a lot of aggressive IPAs, which I love.
Yeah, and for me, I always have thought of Surly as like, dude, they're just trying to like show how big of balls they have. They
show how surly they are.
They just try kicking me in the nuts every time I try one of their beers, and I've tried a lot of them. But this is different. This is balanced. This is well done. A casual beer drinker could really enjoy this beer right here.
Now let's jump into our number one pick. And if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that we love this series. This channel was born playing this series, and it's a light gun game called House of the Dead. I would love for a House of the Dead 2 cabinet.
Oh, it would be unbelievable.
It'd be so sweet.
You know, with very little work, they could do House of the Dead 1 and 2 for sure, because those games are very similar.
I think it'd be sweet if there was a House of the Dead cabinet and it included 1, 2, and 3 if they can fit it.
Yeah.
But even if it was just one of them, even if it was just 1, 2, or 3, I would freaking love it. And I know it's possible because at E3 they just announced, an indie developer just announced a light gun cabinet. So it's like, that is possible. They're making it. So Arcade 1UP, follow the indie developers. Make this happen.
You know, I know the technology is getting there, but the problem is the light guns that don't work with the traditional CRT components.
Yeah.
I don't know how they could make this work, but holy shit, we're talking about a dreamer's dream of an episode here. House of the Dead in any game room. I don't care. It would literally stop the world in motion, and we would get that cabinet. We've beat House of the Dead 1 and 2 more times than I can even count. And every time we walk into an arcade and see them, that's the first thing we do.
Well, here's my plan. Every time I go into a barcade, I do a lap, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to play? And if there is a House of the Dead cabinet, I'm like, here, grab the quarters, grab the beer. I'm gonna stay here because no one's playing it right now, and I'm not gonna let anyone play it for the rest of the night because we're gonna beat it multiple times.
Favorite co-op series of all time.
It's incredible.
Hands down. Like you had already mentioned, the channel was built on the back of House of the Dead. Arcade 1UP is in it to win it, I feel like. They were really kind of shit in the bed with their first run of cabinets. Quality was a problem. I think they have righted the ship, and I think we are in for an amazing ride. They know that we as retro gamers are there to support them. We have their back, and it's going to be amazing.
And they just keep one-upping each other. Maybe that's why they're called 1UP.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoa.
Arcade 1UP. It all just came to fruition.
Wow. It makes sense now.
This is all hopeful things that we hope to come true. If this happens, if any of these happen, if one of these happen on this list,
oh my god.
Poopy pants. Straight up, poopy pants.
He said it
it's gonna happen. I'm gonna shart myself. But we have things going on over on our social medias. We also have merchandise available over on teepublic.com. We'll leave links in the description below. We always appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking, and we'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Arcade 1UP has been on fire. They announced the
They announced what?
Yeah. Wow. So what are we drinking today?
They're drinking One Man Mosh Pit by Surly Brewing Company. Rock and roll.
Hopefuls, what are we drinking today?
They're drinking One Man Mosh Pit by Surly. Whoa, Mosh Pit in the building. Surly Brewing Company. I was not ready for the mosh pit.
And sit back, relax, pour yourself a mosh pit if you have yourself a mosh pit. Dang it.
Pour yourself a mosh pit. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
If you just, and it was just people moshing.